Hello guys, I'm Robert Visitation and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to go over the basics of kickboxing. We're going to go over some boxing, we're going to go over some kicks, okay? But really the basics on these. First off, what we're going to start with is our jab. Our jab is going to be your lead hand. If I'm fighting conventional, it's my left hand. If I'm fighting southpaw, it's my right hand, okay? So we're going to be in this position here. I tell everybody here at VFit, House of Champions and Muay Thai, that hands home right here. This don't mean hands are home. A lot of people come in and the arms get tired and they think because their arms are bent, hands are home. Well, that's incorrect because nothing is protecting this up here then. So keep your hands home. We don't want chicken wings either. We don't want those hands up home, but the chicken wings out here, nothing's protecting this side here as well, right? So elbows in, protecting your core. Hands up, protecting your head. Our jab is going to go straight from point A to point B, from my chin to hopefully their chin, if that's where it's going. Now, what I've always told, like my kids in my Taekwondo class, when we're doing center punches, always punch with these two knuckles right here. I always tell them these two hurt the bad guy, those two hurt us, right? We've got small bones in there and we punch hard. So if we hit the wrong way, we could fracture bones in there. So make sure when we are target practicing here, we're always hitting with these two knuckles right there. All right, so here we go. Again, from my chin, straight out and back. From my chin, straight out and back. From the side, it looks like this, and right back. So, pop, and straight back, boom, and straight back. You'll notice I engage my hips in this as well. Gives me a little bit more range, a little bit more distance, and a little bit more pop behind that jab. Now, your jab typically isn't a knockout punch, although I have seen some people knocked out with jabs, but they're typically just a range finder and something just to keep them up there blinking, keep them guessing, okay? Throw the jab. Now we're going to throw the cross, which is the right hand. If you're conventional, it's the right hand. Straight across, okay? So, again, jab. My hand, notice my hand comes back home and my right hand goes out. My right shoulder is up here also protecting this side of my face as well. Let's get this from this side. Throw the jab, engage those hips a little bit. Throw the cross. What happens typically is with a lot of beginners is your body mechanics just want to go like this. Bam, right? Hands way down here. So there's nothing protecting this side up here. If I'm fighting a southpaw, I could get hit with that right hook. If I'm fighting a conventional, I could be hit with that cross the same time I'm throwing mine as well, right? So your jab, cross. Jab, cross. Okay, let's go down to the feet on these right here. As I mentioned, on my jab, I want to engage my hip. Get a little bit more distance, a little bit more pop behind it. Look at my right foot right here. What we're going to do is we're going to throw the jab. We're going to throw the right. As we're throwing that right, you see me engage this hip this way as well. Engage the hip this way, as well as pushing. You can see my foot pushing off that bottom foot right there also to get the most power we can get out of that right hand. Right there. So jab, cross. Okay? We will go into more instruction and more detail in other videos. We'll do a video that will just be on the jab cross. We'll do videos that will just be on the hook or the uppercut or what have you. Which leads me into my next punch. We're going to work on the hook on this one right here. And this kind of goes in combination a lot. Your jab, your cross, and then your hook. Right? So we're going to start with our jab again, our cross. We're engaging our hips. We're pushing off that back leg. This hand is returning home. Now, most of my weight is on my front foot. Most of my weight is on my front foot. So as I drop this hand down and I return this back home, I'm taking my weight from my front foot more to 50-50. And I'm going to go up on my toe and I'm going to lock this arm to my hip, and I'm going to turn as my hip turns. I'm going to turn as my hip turns. You see so many people throwing hooks with this foot flat, and they're using all arm. It's all arm. You get so much power, and by using much less energy by throwing it correctly. Jab, cross, drop and lock, transfer the weight, boom, and throw that hook right there. Shoulder up here as well, protecting my face on this one. Hope you guys understand that and maybe worked with me on those right there. Now we're going to transfer over to kicks. All right, guys, now welcome back. We're going to go over 3 kicks today. We're going to go over your front kick. We're going to go over your side kick. And we're going to go over a roundhouse kick, whether it's a lead leg or a pow or a rear leg. Now, on our front kick, we can use our front leg or back leg. When we're using a front leg, and I'm going to be southpaw on this right here for the camera angle. When we throw a front kick with a lead leg, think of it like your jab, right? Your jab is just to get out there quick, make them blink, something like that, right? So it's a quick kick to set up something else. You can stick them in there. You can knock the wind out of somebody. You can end a fight with that. Not likely, but you can, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to raise our knee up high, point our toes, straight in, straight out, straight back. Now, we all know the law of surface, right? The amount of pressure you're pushing, if it's on a larger surface, it's not going to be as stinging or hurt as much as a smaller surface. So instead of throwing that front kick with our whole foot and having all that pressure on that one big area right there, bring that knee up, pull those toes back, and have all that energy going into that smaller area on the ball of your foot. So it should come up, and back, right? We don't want to throw these at an angle like that, kicking like that, because we're going to have a lot of missed energy. It's hitting here and it's going up. We want our energy coming up, boom, and straight in, just like our jab or just like our cross is, okay, guys? So, knee up, point those toes, straight down, straight back, right back down. Now, we will go ahead and we'll do the right leg, or left leg in this case. A rear front kick is a power shot, okay? We still want to do the same technique though. We want to bring our knee up high, straight out, straight back, and down. So this one looks like and down, right? And back down. So, excuse me, we have the lead that's going up and peppering it, or setting something else up, right? And then we have the rear front kick to go in with driving power. Now, leads us into our next kick, which is the side kick. Side kick, we raise our knee up again. What I do is I take this knee, we turn our pivot, our legs and our hips, and then shoot out with the heel on this one right here. Kind of going back to that law of surface again. We don't want to kick it with the whole flat of our foot, right? Spreads out that energy, right? And that power. Bring that knee up, turn that hip, boom, shoot the heel in, solid bone, okay? So it looks like from here, pa, just like that. From here, pa, and like that again. Good, solid side kick. Now let's go ahead and get to the roundhouse kick. I'm going to be in a southpaw position again for this one. We'll do the lead leg here. You want to raise your knee up again, and kick out, back and down. Raise your leg up, out, back, and down. Now, there's a couple things about this here as well. I see so many people, and I'm going to use a rear leg roundhouse kick on this, and so you can just kind of tell the difference. They turn and they're kicking, and they're kicking up. And a lot of that power goes nowhere, right? You're throwing a lot of energy in that kick for most of your power to be going nowhere. So what we want to do on a lead leg round kick, bring that knee up and kick straight into it. Up, straight into it, okay? Also with the rear leg. So a couple things about this is foot placement, okay? Excuse me. I'm gonna throw a jab across. As I'm throwing this cross, look at my foot. My foot's gonna pivot already. That's gonna take the pressure off my knee. It's also gonna open my hips up for the kind of power, pow, I'm looking at to come across. So 1, 2, 3, roundhouse kick. So that's going to kind of be it for today. If you see this channel helpful, I'd really appreciate it if you'd punch that subscribe button, kick that like button as well. And if you have any questions or any comments or something you'd like to see on this channel, go ahead and comment down below. I'll certainly get back with you. Till next time, yeah.